everyone! How is your morning going so far? I know on my end it's around 11 in the morning, but I know for some of you on the East Coast it might be 2 p.m, so maybe a little after lunch for you. Hello everyone! Hello! Hi! Yes, I am doing well today. Thank you so much for asking. How am I doing? I'm doing really good. Oh my goodness, you haven't slept yet? Why haven't you slept yet? You gotta make sure that you do all the important health things. So you gotta go outside, you gotta drink water, you gotta sleep, you gotta drink bubble tea. It's vital for your happiness and your soul and your overall vitality. Oh, some people were awake all night with homework. Oh. You don't have to touch the grass. Like, I know some of you guys might be allergic to the grass, and in some areas you might have more like desert related fauna, so you'd probably have to touch a succulent instead. Or a cactus. Maybe don't touch a cactus. Oh, it's 7 p.m. in Europe. Wow. Oh, this is so exciting. Hello. I don't even know where to start. Well, I do have an outline, but I'm also just super excited. Just like super excited. All right. Touch cactus for Sensei. Got it. Yes, please go touch all the cactuses. Not really. Oh, speaking of doing things and having homework, I actually have some homework for you guys. Our Generation 3, our lovely generation that I keep messing up the name for. I'm like your mom who goes through all of your siblings and cousins' names before they say that your name. So I don't want to... Where to start? A bit of sensei yapping. I am 90% sure that our gen name is Lunalia, but I have also been saying Lunalia, which sounds wrong, but it also sounds pretty. But it's Lunalia. I'll say it 10 times, 3 times fast. Lunalia. But no more homework, please. It's okay. It's easy homework. I know, still only 90%. Oh, it's easy homework. I swear. Because the goal of this homework is to create a bingo card, and then you post that bingo card to Twitter before April 6th. And what do you put on that bingo card, you may ask? Oh, well, don't worry, I will tell you. It is your predictions for everyone's debuts. So it's like, oh, perhaps Dr. Nova will light something on fire. Or perhaps Alias will have ghosts on her stream. Right. So you post the card on social media so that you can show proof that this is your card before the debut. And then afterwards, if you end up getting bingo, you show your card on social media as well, and you'll be entered into a raffle to win their debut merch. Yeah. So all of the details are a little bit on this graphic next to me, but I also have the link in the description below, so you can go check it out as well. All right. Do we have to get on all 4 bingo cards to be eligible? I don't believe so. I believe that you're given 4 chances to get bingo. So if you're really lucky, you can get 4 bingos, and that's like 4 entries into the raffle. And if you're a little unlucky, then maybe your bingo cards aren't so hot, so less entries. But yeah, that's about the gist of it. If you ever have like any more detailed questions, you can always like ask us on Twitter or ask us through our Discord, and we can look up the details lickety split. All right, let's see. Oh, you filled out one for Yumi, so you're just waiting for the teasers? I think that's a really good game plan, to check out the teasers and see what's up. Ooh, I always forget. So I always want to say, I totally lost my moment of thought. Oh, what is the difference between the generations? Great questions. So we have our first generation Chrysalis. That is with Abby and Serena, and they are separately. One is a comedian VTuber, and one is a idol singing horror game VTuber. Then we have Petalight, who is our second generation, and we have Maria, our timeless vampire, who's also an idol, a singer, ASMR master. We have Yae, who is our ninja extraordinaire. She does so many fun jobs and is really good at Nikke, and she's also very entertaining to listen to voice acting. Then we have Mono, who is our resident artist, and she causes all sorts of shenanigans at the school. If you saw her 3D showcase, you'll see that she put a car on the roof and was para dancing all around. Oh, but speaking of 3D showcases, everyone has 3D models, which is exciting. Well, everyone except Lunalia, because they're not here yet. But, oh, yes. And addition, we have Bisco, who is our lovely horse. She escaped from the V4Mirai campus by digging a hole through our island. If you're ever curious about visiting V4Mirai on VR chat, you can definitely do so. It's in the, you can find a video on our YouTube channel and it has a link. But yes, all right. So let us go into questions. I feel like I have rambled enough, although I know some of you guys like that I ramble, but I do feel like sometimes people come here for information because like I'm a talent manager, but also like a teacher, and it's just like, will this lady shut up and just give me the answers, you know? She's visiting the great glue factory in the sky. Escaped, so is prison is school? Escaped, so is it a prison school? I will neither confirm nor deny that. All right, so on to our main topic. Oh, wait. I have one more important thing to mention. The month of March is a special ninja's birthday month. So if you would be so kind to check out her birthday merch, and link is in the description. If you are on the lookout for a new computer desk mat, my goodness, are you in for a treat? It's absolutely adorable, and if you do end up getting it, then you and Yae will have matching desk mats. Which, like, who doesn't want a matching desk mat with their Oshi? All right. Yes, little happy birthday Yae is in the chat. That would be super cute. I have a jar of your questions, and I realized this morning at like 6 a.m. I probably could have done like a spinner wheel on the stream and had your questions pop up on the screen, but when I was setting this all up in my brain, I'm like, I should print out the questions and then dig around in this jar to find the questions randomly. But clearly you can't see me dig around in a jar, but I'll shake it for you so you can hear it. Hopefully you can hear that. But other fun facts about this jar. My printer ink ran out halfway through, so some of these are printed on black ink, and then some of these are printed solely with red ink, because that was what was left available now. And then, additionally, I don't know if you guys like lychee jellies, the little cups, and then you take off the paper and then you eat them. That's what this jar was. I have successfully eaten 35 lychee jellies, and it's the best thing ever. Oh, some people ordered the full set for the desk mat. That's really exciting. Yes, the classic red bucket. That's exactly what I have right here. All right, so... Sorry, I'll stop rambling. I have our first question. Let's see. Our first question is I'm totally not picking a different first question from the jar. Our first question is... okay. This is a good first question. Not sure if someone has asked this already, but with all the talents' birthdays happening in these coming months, I only find it fair that we also learn your birthday if you're willing to share, Sensei. I'm sure you get many wishes and gifts as well to show you mean a lot to us already for everything you've done for the girls of V4Mirai. So, thank you for asking what my birthday is. Fun fact, it is October 5th, which happens to be World Teachers' Day. So, it's kind of easy to remember because Google Calendar will probably pop up a little teacher graphic and you'll be like, oh, it's Sensei's birthday. I don't know what lychee jellies look like. Oh, so there's a couple different ways that it can look. So when you put them in drinks, so like if you go to a bubble tea shop and they have the option of lychee jelly, it's usually cut into small pieces in a syrup, and it's maybe like half an inch by a quarter inch by a quarter inch, maybe like a 1/16 of an inch. But then the lychee jellies that you buy at the grocery stores are generally like in a small cup that are like 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch, and those ones you just eat as is. And sometimes it has little pieces of lychee fruit in it, so it's very tasty. I know, right? It is a crazy coincidence. I was born for this job. Oh, this next one is actually a more serious question. I actually got a few questions like this, so I think it's good that that you guys feel comfortable asking us about this. All right, so the question reads, why did the teachers encourage students to drink for a good period of time? And what precautions were taken to ensure that they were safe and responsible during that activity? So this is in reference to our V4 happy hour event that happened late January, early February. And I have a couple little caveats that I want to mention. So when we came up with this event, it was already after seeing that a lot of the talents drink on stream anyway. So we're like, if a lot of people are already drinking as part of their content, what if we do a happy hour stream and the main focus, the main like driving point is that when you get off work at 5 p.m. PST, so time zones kind of change things around, but when you get off work, there is always someone from V4Mirai online at that time. And some things that we did to make it a bit safe is we really emphasized that happy hour was more about the time of day than it was about drinking specifically. So if you don't want to drink, you don't have to. And a few people off the top of my head were Bisco and Abby. They definitely did not partake. And we also mentioned that that happy hour in like the States often includes food. So we were like, hey, if you want to just like eat half-priced mozzarella sticks while on stream, that's a-okay too. So overall, they weren't required to drink on stream, but if they wanted to, they can. And for many of the girls, they already like doing that, so we figured, oh, what if we just have everyone on at the same time for a few weeks? Some things that we did do afterwards, though, after every event we do, as a talent manager, I speak with everyone one-on-one. Sometimes I'll also make a form too, but just like checking in, like, hey, what were some things you liked about this event? What things did you not like about this event? And a couple of girls mentioned like, hey, it was kind of long. Like, it's a little difficult to do like three company mandated streams on top of like fitting 3 company mandated streams into the schedule that I want to create. So in the future, if we do events like this, could it be either a shorter event or we just have smaller requirements? Smaller requirements for streaming. there we go. A smaller minimum for streaming. There we go. That was more the accurate phrase. And with more people coming in the generations, it's definitely a reasonable suggestion. It's definitely a reasonable request that we can complete. Yeah. When's the next event? Ooh. One is coming. I can't say when, and I can't tell you what it's about, but you're not going to be able to handle it. The collective fan base is going to lose their minds. Yes. All the suspense. All the suspense. One warning though, it won't be the same as happy hour where everyone's on at the same exact time. With so many time zones, it just, it got really tough to have everyone be on at like the same exact time. So people have their scheduled days and then they just stream when it works best for them. All right. I'm gonna pick another question. I know, time zones. Boo, 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 boo. Let's see. All right. Oh, this is a good question. Are you the sensei that films Abby's shorts? And could you tell us any funny bit that happened off camera? That is an excellent question. I, unfortunately, am not the specific sensei that films Abby. I am the specific sensei that films for 3D events. So when we were in the kitchen that was on fire, that was me. When we were doing the Goodbye Bisco streams, that was also me. So I'm a more online camera woman than I am off. But I did ask that sensei what a funny moment was, and essentially they had a lot of the overall answer was that pretty much between every take, everyone was just rolling on the floor laughing. Like they'd film something and then cut. Oh my God. And then everyone's laughing on the floor hysterically, just feeling like crazy people in the middle of this public space, just laughing to their heart's content. So it's great. All right. Yes, I was the sensei with the good camera angles. You're welcome. I know what the heart desires. Ooh. This is a good question. Going back to some talent manager related stuff. I suppose one of my biggest questions is your role in the view. Hold on, I can read. I suppose one of my biggest questions is your role in the view of the community. It's just a transparency thing. Do you have your own goals of sharing that you're sharing with your job, or even poking fun of talents if they deserve it? There are. I view my role as a way to share behind the scene content, as a way to personify V4Mirai and kind of give a face to sort of the staff as a collective. I'm definitely my own person when I'm on stream, and some of the stuff that I do post is filtered through like a couple other eyes to make sure that we have like no typos, to make sure that we're on a specific schedule for like debut posts, etc. So I do have a bit of a team, but I'm also sensei, and I think I enjoy roasting the talents a lot on Twitter. I can't believe that Alias got their Twitter account bonked by Twitter, and that's hilarious, and I did make fun of that. But I also really enjoy interacting with the fans and trying to give you guys some behind the scenes content, and also just to provide a little bit of transparency. Like, I do think it's nice that you guys can ask about events, and you can ask about, oh, what are some things cooking up, and I can share some stuff a little bit quicker than the talent sometimes. Oh, but in terms of my goals, my other goal that I want to do is I really want to grow the V4Mirai YouTube channel a lot. It's a little embarrassing sometimes when like you have a talent who's like super successful, and then you go to the parent company's account and it's like, this company has 1,000 followers, and it's like, oh, is the company not good? Like, why do they not have a social media following? So I want to help add some trust, add some numbers, add some behind the scenes content. Alias is so funny. Alias, I can already feel. I don't even know what I'm supposed to feel, but I can already feel it. Am I the sensei who suggested playing horror games to Serena? I was in that meeting, but that actually came from some of our data team, because Serena's really entertaining while watching horror games. But recently we've had her kind of switch to more karaoke stuff, and that is something really exciting too, because I'll find it later, but while I'm on the topic, one person asked, what is something that you overcame and that you're proud of? And this isn't specific to me, but in the beginning of V4Mirai, when it came to karaoke songs, we were a bit limited by the contracts that we had with Japanese karaoke companies. And not saying that they like stopped us from using other things, but like we were allowed to use their karaoke soundtracks. And on the flip side, we didn't have any agreements with like English karaoke stuff. So if Abby or Serena wanted to do karaoke, their two options were to unarchive it or to learn a whole Japanese set list, which is a little difficult at times. But recently, we signed an agreement with Sing King. So now we can have more English karaoke. And I am stoked for that. I am stoked. I adore when everyone has karaoke up. It's pretty much the moment I see a karaoke stream pop up, I'm just like, yep, I'm listening to that. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, music rights are tough. And, but that's what lawyers are for. K-pop? I think some of the English and JP karaoke websites have a few K-pop songs. Like maybe it has like the feels from Twice where it's mostly English. I don't know off the top of my head. All right. Oh, I didn't shake the jar. There you go. I had grabbed one earlier, but you guys didn't hear me grabbing one, so now I have grabbed a new question for us. What are some of the most memorable requests your students have made that you can share? I have so many. I mentioned this on the Twitter Space stream, but Bisco asked to film a dance on a floor covered with lube. And what was hilarious about the whole fact is she posts it to the Discord channel, and the rest of us are like, that's hilarious, let's go with it. And then our tech sensei comes in with like the tech knowledge. She's just like, let's see, we might have like some issues with the mocap, like because the floor will be shiny, and the way the cameras work is that it collects light from the dots that you put on the mocap outfit. So it might pick up the reflections from the floor and connect it to the model. But let's give it a try anyway. So we went ahead and did the thing, and it came out so good. It's never been more hard to not laugh in my entire life, because Tech Sensei and I had to be quiet while she's recording so that we don't mess up her audio. But oh man, it was hilarious to watch. 10 out of 10. I miss Bisco, and I think I think her ending of just like, oh man, I'm not even gonna quote it correctly, but it was something just like, this is anal lube and you should join V4Mirai. Oh my goodness, it was so silly. I loved it. Where can I hide a body? Yes. Yai stuffing people in trash bags during her debut back in November, that was definitely an experience. I think some other really memorable moments for me is during Abby's 3D showcase. She has a comedy set called Brazil Isn't Real, and that also had me in stitches. And let's see, who else? Mono, I'm really proud of how I was able to help her find an instrumentalist for her Eurobeat mix. And I'm just a big Eurobeat Para Para fan in general. So when she suggested, she's like, I wanna Para Para. I wanna make a Eurobeat mix. I'm like, yes, please. Yes, please. How can we make this happen? Let's make it happen. And it made it happen, and she nailed it. She threw it out of the park. Additionally, with throwing out of the park when it comes to like dancing, Serena is an amazing dancer. And fun fact, she actually choreographed a few of the dances for ALA. And it was just a lovely experience working with her and seeing her dance and seeing her create. And also her voice is that of an angel. That of an angel. Oh, and then speaking of angel voices, we have Maria, and she put on a whole concert. She put on a whole concert during her 3D showcase. That was stunning. I absolutely love Suzumaya Haruhi, so when she pulled out God Knows, I'm like, dang, so good, so good. We have collected so much talent here at V4Mirai, and I can't wait until more people see how wonderfully talented all of my students are. I'm just so proud of them. Oh my goodness. All right, the ghost of Mount Mirai. I just love that. All right, I'm shaking. Let me know if I'm getting like too close with the shakes. It's not too loud, but I also like don't want to mess up your hearing. That would be sad. Yeah, Maria's a good voice actor. I'd love to see V4Mirai grow too. V4Mirai to 1 million views, 2025. Let's go. All right. If I may be so bold to ask, what are the requirements or limits about other VTubers asking to collab? Is it limited to only other VTuber corps or independent VTubers? Or are independent VTubers allowed to request a collab with the talent? Is that allowed, or is there a requirement of recognition of the independent channel, such as followers, subscribers, or influence along the VTuber community? I think this is a very good question, and unfortunately, my answer is it's totally up to the talents. So if they want to collab with people outside of agencies, that's totally fine. If they want to collab with people only in agencies, that's fine too. Occasionally, we mandate collabs between groups, like, for example, like the... Actually, I don't have an example. Oh, like our group collabs. So like V4Mirai, we've had a couple like everyone collabs, and those ones we organize just because it's kind of tough to get like so many people in one spot. But if you ever want to like... I think the key is like just being, if you want to reach out to someone, the best way is to, one, make sure that you have similar interests. Sometimes it can be out of left field if one person is a Nikkei player, but then you want to play Animal Crossing. And those two games don't have very much of an overlap of gameplay. Additionally, I think if you want to reach out like via DMs, sometimes people's DMs are open, but sometimes they aren't open. And if they respond, that's great. If they don't respond, that's kind of life sometimes. You don't always get a reply, and that's for a lot of places. I think the only time where we veto stuff is if we notice that some talents kind of just have too much on their plate. Sometimes everyone's so friendly, and everyone like wants to keep doing more things. So sometimes we're like, hey, you actually have a deadline due. Could you switch around your schedule just a little bit so we can make it work? Alias, hello. I totally wasn't talking about you earlier. Manager ASMR when? I won't say no, but it's not my preference. Like, ASMR makes me feel funny, so I don't do it. But maybe it could be like a reward for some milestone. Who knows? All right. Oh, Yai's here too. Hello, hello. You just missed. I'm not sure how long you've been here, but I was giving you compliments earlier. Oh, and then everyone, it's Yai's birthday month, so please wish her happy birthday in the chat. And also, if you have spare money, you should go buy her merchandise. I have the link in the description. All right. So, oh man. Vee Sensei, what is your favorite kind of disciplinary action for misbehaving classmates? For those of you who don't know, I put people in detention sometimes because I'm a teacher and that's what teachers do. In terms of like disciplinary actions, I'm not really sure what's better because like sometimes a more like mental related disciplinary action of like having someone sit in a corner quietly for an hour is good. But then sometimes something more physical like, oh, you gotta go run laps or you gotta like clean my office is more helpful. But I'm kind of just like working on a system and it's kind of a bit of a secret. But I think punishments are a little better when there's an element of surprise. So I hope that answers your question. All right. Let's. Oh, I didn't shake it. There we go. Oh. Ba. Vee Sensei, it's nice to meet you. Could you list and tell us your opinion of the talent fan base such as Swarmy, Tabemono, Yaimen, etc.? Ooh. I went into detail about this on the... Oh, I totally covered up my camera for a moment. I totally went into detail on this on the Twitter Spaces. So I will go quickly, but I'm gonna first start with the Kohais because I didn't talk about them yet. And the Kohais, you guys are so supportive musically. I always see you guys hanging out in the karaoke threads, just like spamming the chat. You guys are so supportive. I absolutely have, it makes my heart go doki doki to see you guys cheer on Maria so much. And then the Yaimen are incredibly thoughtful. One of the first things that sometimes for birthdays, the fans come together to get a birthday gift or like create a birthday gift for their Oshi. And the Yaimen approach staff and they're like, hey, question. Would you guys be able to reach out to, would you guys happen to have connections to these like 3 voice actresses? Because Yai really likes them. And we're like, oh my goodness, thank you for remembering some of Yai's favorite voice actresses. Unfortunately, we don't have contacts and we don't really have the manpower to help with fan projects, but we really appreciate your thoughts. And instead, they came up with some beautiful artwork. Some people made, I totally don't know how to say your name, so my apologies, but I think it's Abraham. Abraham made some music. I remember seeing your sound files. And then we also had some people make a Yai cutout, a Yai cutout, which is just so amazing. I love your guys' support. I thank you for rallying behind everyone. Oh, wait. Oh my God. Wait, no. Oh, wait. Exposing. You guys already showed it. You gave me a heart attack there. You gave me a heart attack. I was like, oh my God, I've already spilled Yai's birthday gift secrets, but no. She already had her stream. She already saw her birthday gifts. Okay, who do I talk next with? We had the Ab Sliders. They are absolutely hilarious, and the Swarmies are absolutely sassy and amazing. And I love how both the Ab Sliders and the Swarmies lovingly make fun of everyone. And sometimes you guys are just a little bit annoying, but then we're like, hey, stop that. And then you're like, okay. And then you're like super sweet. It's like a Sour Patch Kid. And then we have the Tabemonos, who I mentioned this in the Twitter spaces, but you guys at a lot of times will be like quiet in chat during the streams, but then after the end, it's Mono's like, "Oats curry," and then everyone in the chat, there's like 50 people yelling "Oats curry." It's delightful. Sensei, am I annoying? Maybe, but that's not a terrible character flaw to have sometimes. I feel like I'm missing someone. Oh, we have the Humfies. The Humfies show up for character art. Bisco, I think, has the most amount of character art that I have seen on Twitter. At least in what I have watched. Yeah. But those are my opinions on all the fan bases. And then my fan base is just down bad, but I don't fault you for that. I'm very cute. All right, let's go. Oh, here we go. Vee Sensei, thank you for everything you do behind the scenes and what we'll see you do in the future. We appreciate that you're sharing this side of us. How long have you been with V4Mirai? Great question. So, contract-wise, I have been with V4Mirai since July. And technically speaking, I've actually done a couple other things with V4Mirai through June. So June was kind of like, I did an event with them, and then I was interviewing, and then I joined on as like a social media and talent manager, and then just hey, here's a bunch of odd jobs. Can you do them? And I'm like, I'll do my best. And then now I'm here. So I have my 1-year working anniversary in a couple of months, which is exciting. And then for those of you who weren't here earlier, I have my birthday in October 5th. Yeah, I really enjoy working here. It was an interesting, like, I had previously gotten removed from my previous teaching job due to budget cuts, and then I was kind of in a lucky place at the right time and got an interview. I'm shaking the box again. Let's see. If you did regular Zatsu streams, what would your background game be? What would it be? Oh my goodness. I would have Subway Surfers. I'm just kidding. It would not be Subway Surfers. It would be Animal Crossing. I'm a big sucker for that game, and it fulfills my dreams. My dreams of people not screaming on stream all the time. And I'm joking. And then I'm also a very big fan of rhythm games. So whenever I go to a physical arcade, I'm always over there. Yes, Zatsu and island retreats. That's exactly. Can I cook in the cafeteria? I totally won't cook a rat in the soup. Why do I feel like you would cook a rat in the soup? I think that's exactly the phrase that someone would say if they're... Wait, how do I finish that sentence? You sound guilty in that you're gonna put rats in the soup, so no soup rats. All right, let's see. Oh, I already answered this question. So, but I just remembered a couple other things. It's what are you doing? What are you doing as sensei? And what type of plans do you have for the YouTube account? And some things that I have is I do plan on streaming at least twice a month. And then I'll also be creating more long form videos. So we'll have like, it's silly to say like a 2 to 5 minute video is long form simply just because it's not shorts. But I'll be making some recap videos that feature your guys' fan art, that feature some clips. Oh, if you're in the Discord channel, we created a clips channel. So if you have fun clips from everyone, whether it's like fun, funny. If you catch them being sus, if you catch people being sus, I can put them in detention for you. Like, feel free to tattle. Because I want to... Oh, it's so hard. I want to watch everyone's streams, but you only have so much time in a day, and sometimes my work meetings overlap with them. So be my eyes and ears. Be my eyes and ears, okay? All right. Let's see. Shake in the box, shake in the box. Ba, ba, ba. Anything fine but members only. Yeah, I would say members only clips are probably meant to be members only, so anything that's on the public clips, you're good. Although, let me get back to you on that, because in my brain, I'm just like, are you supposed to clip members only streams? I'll ask the talents and see what they think. Off the top of my head, I feel like that's a no, because it's supposed to be hidden. Yeah, you can add historical sus moments. If you want to go back in time and look at the previous streams and share those clips, please do. All right, if Sensei had a fan base, what would we name them? Well, technically y'all are classmates and you guys are students. I guess if you want to be like teachers' pets, that's fine too. But I think classmates or students is the more common one. Oh, almost no one approves of clipping members only streams. Then there we go. That is, I think that is also correct. Yes. Thank you for confirming. All right, I'll also write it down in the Discord. That way the rules are more clear. Oh, okay. Hi, Vee Sensei. Nice to meet you. You have such a smooth and beautiful voice. Oh, thank you. Is it okay for me to be down bad for you? Asking, hold on. I misread that. Teacher that supports democracy. Love to see it. Oh, Pippa, you're in detention for being down bad. I saw your little stream where you were giving me little hugs. It was very cute. Oh boy. Pippa's doing plausible deniability. All right. Let's see. So this person says, is it okay for me to be down bad for Yae? And the answer is probably yes, and you should buy merch to celebrate how down bad you are. Because it is her birthday. And then, let's grab another one. Yeah, Yae is super stellar. Yeah, Yae birthday merch is on sale. And also make sure to fill out your bingo cards for Gen 3 debut. Those are gonna be our main call-outs every so often. All right. Will you be part of the new generation for V4Mirai? Or will you be the cool sensei that shows and announces stuff when the company reveals it? I am not a normal sensei. I'm a cool sensei. But yeah, I am pretty much like the A-chan for V4Mirai, and I am not part of any generation. And on a similar note, I'll just answer it now, but there was another post asking if Petalight and Chrysalis were my senpais, and if Gen 3 would be my kohais. And the answer is I've been around. I've been around since June, so I am just sensei. All right, what would you put on a bingo card exactly? Yeah. Essentially, you would put down your guesses of what might happen on the stream. So, for example, I think Dr. Nova will light something on fire. Something like that. And then, if that ends up happening, then you can cross it off your bingo list. I have grabbed another jar. Let's see. Vee Sensei, could you tell us about the V4Mirai school mysteries? Ooh. Great question. I'm usually in my office, so I don't see or hear much, but I will say something weird's been happening in the basement lately. But that's none of my business and way above my pay grade, so I am not gonna check it out. All right, let's grab another one. Describe your first impression of Gen 3 girls in one sentence. I would say, Gen 3, it's scary with unique voices. And also troublemakers. Let's see. I put a spider in your coffee, hope you don't mind. Sir, get out of my class. Hold on, can I ban you for like 10 minutes? I think that would be hilarious. No, I don't want your account. I don't know if that actually like affects like your social credit score of YouTube. Oh, this was actually asked twice. Stockings or tights? And the answer is stockings. And if you happen to want to be twinsies sometimes, you're gonna wanna look for stockings that have a denier of at least 40. Denier is like the thickness of the tights of the stockings. Hold on, of the tights. Yes. Because so stockings are more like long socks, and tights are more like thin pants. So if you want to match me someday, you gotta buy the stockings. Wait, now I'm all mixed up. I think the hard part is socially they're interchangeable. Like people interchange the phrases. I'm gonna Google it. Stockings versus tights. Stockings versus tights. I need an infographic, please. Please. I swear I looked this up earlier. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so stockings are like socks. And tights are like pants. There we go. Noted. Yes. But you need at least 40 denier. Otherwise, they might be too thin or too thick. Yes. Ooh, this is another sensei question. Sensei, this is a little basic, but what are some of your favorite anime? Or if you want to take it a step further, what are some of things that you like in general? Hi, Mono! Let's see. Mono nerd emoji. Stockings tend to be the more see-through ones sometimes, and tights can be more thick. That's not how Mono sounds whatsoever. I was going more nerdy with that, but hopefully I didn't peek the mic for that. I realized I was very close. Thank you, Mono. All right, so some things about Sensei. What's favorite anime? What's some things? I am this is gonna get some flack, but I'm gonna say with all my heart, I love isekai anime. It is the best, and I love all the types of isekai anime. I love the wholesome isekai. I love the trash isekai. Like nothing feels better than like sitting on the couch with like a big bowl of pasta, just watching the worst isekai of your life. Just like, am I a bad person for watching this? Who knows? And then I also really love the spectacular isekais. There's a lot of, recently we've, the past like, I don't know, like 2-3 years, well actually, I'm really bad with time telling because, you know, the whole time skip, but we've been getting some gems. And my current favorite gem is campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill. That is just such a feel-good isekai show. And it's got a fluffy wolf dog. 10 out of 10. And one of the other senseis hates isekai with a passion. So every chance I get, I'm just like, hey, you watch an isekai yet? And they're just like, ah! It's the best. It's the best. I think if I were to make like an isekai name for myself, because the titles are always like super, super long, it would probably be like something like, whoa, I was an unemployed social media manager, but my new job has me surrounded by beautiful anime women. How did I end up on this floating island? And why are they calling me sensei? I know, right? And I think that's the other hard thing. Like, you really can't... Isekai is getting so popular. You really can't run away from it. I do hate, though, I think my least favorite trope when it comes to isekai is when they don't reference their past very much, or at least some component that links it to their previous life. I think it's kind of a cop-out when they get transferred and then they just completely adapt to their new life. And then it's just the story of their new life. Like, no, just give me... You could have just been a fantasy anime. Like, you didn't have to throw the little sprinkle of isekai there. My sensei is a manager VTuber for an agency of insane girls in another world. Yes, yes. All right. What other things do you like in general? I would say I like fantasy books. Neil Gaiman and Bryan Sanderson are really popular. And then I also love cold drinks. So like boba, ice cream, bingsu, all delightful. All right. We are an hour in and I still have so many. You guys, I feel so popular. Thank you for all of the questions. All right, let's shake this box. Ooh. I got reincarnated into a sensei for a group of insane girls. Yes, yes, I don't mind though. It's been a very nice, lovely time. All right. Good morning, Vee Sensei. Oh, I'm happy I got this one because there's still 3 minutes left in the morning. Good morning, Vee Sensei. It is so good to get acquainted with you. I really want to know, what was your experience like with taking care of the V4Mirai girls? What kinds of foods does Sensei like, and how much of your input was taken into considerations regarding your model? Because I really love Vee Sensei's design. So we already talked about some foods. Overall, I really look forward to seeing Sensei help out the girls and promote their future projects, so long as it doesn't make the school explode or something. Ooh, promoting future projects. You know what we have to promote? We got Yae birthday merch, and we got Gen 3 debut bingo cards. So links in the bio. All right, but going into answering the questions, this is such an amazing space. All of our students are so talented and so creative, and oftentimes it'll kind of feel like a fever dream because they'll suggest something and it'll be like, yeah, let's go for it. That's a great idea. And then helping them like do all like the little steps along the way is really rewarding because it helps towards like the big picture, which is fun. I think the hardest part is just like figuring out schedules. I feel like sometimes in the threads I'm like tagging people and I'm like, please, I just need you to confirm this date with me. But other than that, it's all very fun. When it comes to my model, yeah. That was like a whole, in a sense, it was our tech person who approved Visco's loop dance. And simply because everyone thought it was a good idea. Everyone thought that was hilarious and it would make good content. But ultimately it's like, hey, are we technically able to do it? And she's like, yeah, let's go. Let's make it happen. All right. So, final bit. I really love Sensei's design, how much of my input was taken into it. Now, I want to preface this with Sensei is an outlier when it comes to design. She was always designed to be branded for V4Mirai, and so I personally had very little input, but I have no artistic ability. So I absolutely loved watching the creative people cook and seeing the model come to life. And I did get to like help vote on stuff. Like sometimes a character sheet would pop up and it'd be like, what are your thoughts on the skirt design A, B, C, D? And I'll be like, C looks really good. And then other people would be like, yeah, C does look good. So I'm an outlier where I had a small influence, but I don't mind whatsoever because I'm not artistic. But the other talents were able to put a lot of themselves into their models and a lot of themselves into their design. So yeah, they really cooked. I'm happy that the art people made Sensei go burr, you know? All right. Ooh, I'm subscribed to all of V4Mirai and Globy as well. Yes, please go follow our cousins. Globy is a cousin company, and we do a lot of collabs together, so their success is also our success. So I think as we both grow and become more popular, it'll help all of our talents. All right, let's see. We have, is there any plan for V4Mirai to release 3D webtoon shorts like the VN Universe or Hologra? Not at the moment, but never say never because those are all really cool ideas. Yes, more cousins. I'm gonna shake this a little bit. All right. Will you only be there to, this one is a little scuffed with my printer, so it didn't print quite well, but I'll try to read it well. Will you only be there as V4Mirai staff and support V4Mirai students, or will you have your own content? Also important question, will there be any merch of our lovely Vee Sensei? My primary duties are as staff and helping out with meetings and random odd jobs, so like helping find instrumentals, helping schedule things, helping make sure that everyone is aware of the projects going on and that they have their times marked off for when we're doing events together. When it comes to merch, I will say never, but I don't have anything in the works right now, so I don't want to give your guys' hopes up. However, a little small thing, a little trinket. If you happen to be going to Off-Kai, Off-Kai has ribbons, and we have a booth at Off-Kai, so you can get some cute ribbons there. At least that's what we're kind of planning. So we'll have an official announcement a little later, but if you are kind of going around anyway, keep an eye out for us. All right, I'm gonna shake the box again. All right, hello Vee Sensei. Do you plan? Oh, this is a similar question. Yes, I plan on streaming a little bit on this account. I plan on creating sharing some behind the scenes content. I plan on participating in special events, as well as any collabs that the other students want me to join them on. I'll be happy to join them on their channel. And overall, I would think it would be fun to stream once a week, but ultimately my duties and responsibilities as a manager is first. But I am a key part in helping the brand, so we'll see how we'll play around and see what works really well. Yeah, I see a couple of you guys got to head off, but thank you so much for joining me. I still have a handful of questions left, and my goal is that when this stream ends, it'll redirect you to Petalight's VR collab, because that's very fun. Oh no, you're late. I didn't do the homework too. Oh, well, lucky for you. Lucky for you. I have homework and I am lenient about it being late. So your homework is to go to the links in the description and you can check out Yaya birthday merch. That's an optional one. I don't want to force you guys to make payments, but if you want to make payments, it is Yaya's birthday and it is limited edition merch. But something that doesn't involve payment is participating in our bingo tournament. Essentially, you fill out a bingo card of your predictions for the Gen 3 debuts, and if your bingo card, if you get bingo, then you get entered into a raffle and you could win Gen 3 debut merch. So it's all very exciting and you should do it. All right, do you think we'll get any work streams? Probably not. If I have a work stream, it would have to be like specifically vetted through the staff. Let me drink some water. That was a silly animation. Let's see. Will I still be posting memes on main? Not on main anymore, but if you want to follow me on Vee Sensei, I do post there. All right. What is the strangest request from talents you've approved? And we've talked about it before, but it deserves to be talked about again. We have Biscotti dancing on lube. And essentially Biscotti came to us with the idea, and the tech lead, everyone thought it was hilarious. We're like, that sounds amazing, please do it. And then the tech lead was like, oh, so there might be a little bit of trouble because if we put lube on the floor, that's going to reflect light. And if the floor is reflecting light and the dots on the mocap's outfits are reflecting light, then that could connect your model to the floor and possibly make it so that you can't dance. But let's test it out. Let's see if we can do it. And although the little dots kind of appeared on the floor, ultimately it wasn't damaging. Damaging is the wrong term. It wasn't anything that caused scuff. So we were able to go ahead and do it. And it was absolutely a hoot. It was absolutely hilarious. And I have never in my life had to stop myself from laughing so hard. Because she had her microphone on, so I had to be quiet, and so did Tech Sensei, and we're both just watching this happen, and also just trying to be quiet. It was amazing, and that's definitely the most absurd request. But I think in terms of like interesting requests, I really like what Abby's been doing with the ooh, I forgot the technical term for it. It's like the 2.5 VTuber, 3.5, 4.0. Some type of numbers where it's partially real life and partially VTubers. And that's just a really unique idea. And I'm very pleased that everyone's been taking her content with such a warm welcome. And yeah, VTuber face, cranium, if you will. I remember that, cranium. Very cursed. I love it. So I would say that's another interesting request that we've been doing. Ooh, so this next one, I'll shake the box. What is the color of the day today? I have no clue what that means, but my favorite color is light blue, and that's why my Oshi mark has the light blue heart on it. So I guess light blue would be the color of the day if I answered that correctly. Oh, why am I getting LOLs? Someone explain the joke. Explain the joke to me, please. Immediate detention. Oh my goodness. I'm all right. The color is of some garments. Oh. Gotcha. Thank you. Well, I mean, like, I'm already wearing blue, so you only got like 2 options here. All right, let's see. Hi. Welcome from the United States. All right, let's see. My question to Sensei is, how frequent will V4Mirai be debuting new talents? Petalight debuted 4 months ago, while Chrysalis debuted 9 months ago. Is there some sort of roadmap on the debut? Ooh. This is an excellent question, and unfortunately I have to be very, very vague, but I'll try to be as informative and vague at the same time. But we do have a roadmap, and as a company we are trying to grow, and having more talents can help with having more reach and finding people who resonate with like a specific talent who then get interested in the other talents. That said, I know there is kind of a stigma of growing too fast and losing support for your talents who are already there. So as we gain more talents, I've noticed that we've been gaining more staff members as well. So I think that's a positive trend. Yeah, but I hope that answers your question as vaguely and informatively as I can. All right. Let us look at... Oh, this is a good one. What does the word sensei mean? It means teacher. So I'm actually Professor V. V is my last name. But a lot of the students call me Sensei. And that's kind of the nickname that stuck around. All right. So going back to now that I know what the color question means, I think this one's related. What are your comfort levels of fan art? And do you want your character to stay in a specific light, or do you not really care? This is a great question. So I am personally comfortable with all levels of fan art, but I do have 2 requests from you guys. The first is that if you make anything that's 18 plus, keep it off the Discord server. Our Discord server is around like PG-13, PG-15, so nothing too crazy. But then the other thing is, I do hope that you'll draw me accurately because my thighs do touch at the top. So do with that info as you will. I don't really have specific art tags. Hashtag Vee Sensei is fine. But if you find that it's like extra saucy or something, maybe just put Vee Sensei 18. But Twitter is the cool place for fan art, so you could just put Vee Sensei. All right. So, hi Sensei. Was curious if there's any chance of you joining in collabs with the students at all. And the answer is yes. Yes. And we have a very fun event coming up soon. And you're not going to be able to handle it. Maybe I shouldn't overreact, but I personally am not able to handle it. It's going to be so cute. So I hope you keep an eye out. Some other questions this person had is how in the cinnamon toast heck does the Academy stay afloat? And I have one word for you. Magic. Whoosh, magic. All right. Do you find a favorite place to spend time in the Academy besides your office/workplace? Yes, my office because it has a door. I like my office because there is a lock on my door and the students can't bother me when the door is locked. And it's excellent. I'm joking. But I do enjoy office hours and I do enjoy my daily meetings with everyone. And I also really enjoy the garden areas at V4Mirai Magical School. And if any of you guys have VR chat, another shameless plug, but go visit our world in VR chat. It's very cool. A lot of creative people put a lot of work in to make a world for you guys, to make the school. And you can go and visit the school, and you can go hang out, and you can see all the little spaces where people chill. Magnets, how do they work? Something, the force of the earth. And I don't remember 6th grade science, unfortunately. But that's not what I teach, so I am A-okay. Last question, what is your favorite part of your workday? It is clocking out and going home. But I also really love the feeling seeing my talents projects come to life. There's kind of a moment in like the planning phase where there's sometimes like some uncertainty. There's sometimes like is this something that we actually have like the resources to do? There's that level of, I want to do it, but XYZ is kind of preventing it. But then XYZ falls through. Is that the right phrase? XYZ doesn't become a problem anymore. And then we're able to do it. And just like seeing the joy on their face because they get to do the thing they want. And two, the joy on chat that they get to see the cool thing because everyone has really cool ideas. So helping everyone achieve their goals is I know that's the cheesy answer. I know it's the cheesy answer, and I swear I'm not being told to say that. I swear I'm not being told to say that, but it is true. We care a lot for everyone, and it's very satisfying when we're able to bring their visions to life. All right, I'm gonna shake this. Are there any events planned for the future that are outside of the US? Ooh, if you are looking for things outside of the US, you should check out our sister company, our cousin company, Globee, because they are international and they have a whole bunch of things going on. So I would definitely check that out. I would definitely check them out. They're hilarious, and they've also super skilled artists, super fun linguists. I really can't say more about Globee just because I could just keep talking for hours. They're very skilled. All right, what is a challenge behind the scenes that you can talk about? Ooh, I mentioned this earlier, but speaking of music, I'm actually tired of this background track, so I'm gonna put it lower, and then I'm gonna put the other background track on. Yeah, something a little different. But let me know if you like the other song better. Hopefully you can hear it. Yeah, that should be good. Let me know if it's a little too difficult to hear and whatnot. All right, what is a challenge behind the scenes that you can talk about? Music. Oh my goodness, has that been a challenge? For the first part of V4Mirai, especially when we just had Serena and Abby, the majority of our karaoke permissions were through JP karaoke sites, which meant that if they want to do an English karaoke streams, then they either have to unarchive it. Yeah, then they have to unarchive it. But if they want to do a karaoke with JP music, they could, but then you have to like learn how to sing the song in Japanese. So it was a lot of a permissions issue. But recently we worked out a contract with Sing King, and so now we can have more English karaokes, which is amazing because I absolutely adore hearing everyone sing. And whenever I see the notification pop up that someone's doing karaoke, I'm like, I'm there. I have this on right now. Let's go listen. All right. I'm gonna shake this a little bit. Ooh. All right. Let's check out this next question. Vee Sensei! With all the new gen information coming out, do you have any particular aspects that you really like about them? And then it has a little like smiley face, but like not a normal smiley face. It's like the 3 smiley face, which is very cute. remember to hydrate, Sensei. I hydrated a little bit earlier, but now every so often, I won't say that this is a I won't say that I'm embarrassed, but I do whenever I notice that I have a lot of mouth noise, I'm always like, dang, like I need to hydrate more. I'm aware that my mouth is making more noises than just my voice. But drinking water helps. Oh, I thought Sensei was shaking like a shaker cup. No. Oh, let me tell you. Oh man, you're gonna get me on a tangent. But I am so proud of myself. I went to the grocery store. And particularly, I forget which grocery it was, but I do think it was a Chinese grocery store, but it was like 11 p.m. at night and none of the signs were on, so I didn't have a very good indicator, but I love jelly candies, and they're the best. And when I go to the Mexican grocery stores, I get the jelly candies that are like pineapple, green apple, strawberry, grape, mango. And when I go to the Asian grocery stores, I get the jelly candies that are lychee, and it comes in like a clear jar with a red lid. And this jar in particular had 35 gummies. And I'll have you know that I only ate 20 in one sitting. And then I spaced out the remaining 10 over the course of like 2 weeks. So, oh, Nara de Coco is good too. That's usually in like Mitsuwa, if I remember right. Or like Tokyo Central, or all the other stores. Oh, I think, yeah. So it's not that brand. This one is Funny Hippo, which is cute. Yeah, only 20. These things are real addicting, and I absolutely love it. So I printed out all the questions from Marshmallow, and I put them in this jar. And that's what I'm shaking. I'm shaking your guys' questions. And it wasn't until like, I don't know, like 7 in the morning today where I was like, why did I print out the questions? I could have done like a cool spinner thing and then had like the question pop up on stream. Like that would have been stellar. But I was like, do I really want to change up my system only 4 hours before the stream? That maybe do something else. Let's see. Let us go with this next question. Vee Sensei, with all the new gen information coming out, do you have any particular aspects that you really like about them? Yes, there's a lot of aspects that I really like about them. First of all, they're scary. And I love that. I think it's exciting to have a spooky generation. And in a way, there's like a lot of ways in which a few of the Lunalia talents are similar to Petalight in terms of content. So like some ASMR, some voice acting. And then there's also ways in which the Lunalia girls are similar to Chrysalis, where they have unique style of streaming and excellent singing. So everyone's definitely in for a treat. There's like new things to discover, and also some similar things that you enjoy. And I think everyone's eventually will have a collaboration with everyone in one stream, and I think it'll be very entertaining. Oh, fun fact though, I saw someone write, are you involved with auditions? And the answer is yes. There is definitely a handful of us involved in auditions. I'm one of the like first people to kind of like look through to make sure that the auditions sent in have like filled in requirements. You'll be surprised how many people don't send in a video interview, or how many people send just like joke interviews. But a very, very interesting fun fact is that my first day on the job, my first task for V4Mirai was to like sort out the auditions that aren't real auditions, and then forward just mark the auditions that are real auditions. And the the very first audition that I saw was someone in Gen 3. And I think it's absolutely exciting how, one, it's the first audition I saw on my first day of job, but two, their video definitely made it through the several people who look at auditions, and then also they pass through like the several interview steps. So I think it's just a cool little quinky-dink. I can't share too much about it, but I do find it exciting. Wait, joke interviews are a thing? Yeah, I think I'm just putting it politely, but sometimes people will be like, "Hi, I'm Hatsune Miku, and I am a Vocaloid." And it's like, oh, like, you're not Hatsune Miku. You're not. But it does make for an interesting... No, do not send in fake interviews. Please do not make my work harder or my coworkers work harder. So did they need to resubmit, or is the process actually taking 9 months to go from submission to debut? It's a long process. Like, it genuinely is a long process. I'm going to stay as vaguely informative as I can, but you have the interview process where you go through several interviews. Then from there, we go through character design and we find artists. And then once your like design's created, then we go through the process of like making lore and making live 2D and finding someone to rig the model. It takes a lot of time to find a quality person to rig a model, and also a lot of time to just get it done. So there's a lot of steps along the way. And then in addition to that, during debuts, we generally like to have a cover song or some sort of interesting project for release. So it'll also be working on those types of projects. Oh, so V4Mirai doesn't pick girls to fit already established models for them. Correct. I am the outlier because I was designed to have more V4Mirai in themed, but I did get to help out with some like smaller details of like, oh, let's choose, we have like 4 skirt designs, let's do A, B, and C, and a handful of us like chose which ones we thought would look best. But yeah, V4Mirai, we definitely create models for the people who are chosen, and that actually leads into an audition tip too. I see a lot of auditions for V4Mirai where people will spend 2 to 3 minutes talking about the lore of their character. And while I really enjoy seeing the creativity and world building that you do, it's not the strongest option, because if you end up getting accepted, you'll most likely have to create a new character anyway. So your time would be better used for, like, you could still like say who you are. You could be like, "Hi, I'm Vee Sensei. I'm a professor at a magical school, and I'm here to make your day a little bit brighter." And then from there, you can share clips of your stream. You can share examples of your talent. You can share your goals and your dreams. That makes for a really good audition video, but it is a little difficult when it's the video is just 2 to 3 minutes of straight lore that it doesn't, the character changes anyway. All right, so let's see. I have an important question. Let me shake the box real quick. Oh, I got an important question for you, Vee Sensei. From what you have observed, which student rep classmates do you think will frequent the detention room? I think that is a great question, and I don't want to name names, but if I were to name names, and you guys got to keep this a secret, okay? If I were to name names, I do think that it might be Mono, because she's already put a car on the roof. I do think it would be Serena, because she's got those antics. Like she's a princess, right? She's a dancing princess, but you know, it's just a constant. We gotta, you know, it's like Hatsune Miku, like the world is mine. And then I think the other person who might certainly get detention is someone from Gen 3. Yeah, there we go. Serena's a sophisticated gal, but she skips class. Ba ba ba. So, detention. But like I said, I'm not naming any names. Real talk though, I do love all of the talents. I think they're all incredibly creative, and all of them are actually like really easy to work with. And I think the only hard part is sometimes there are projects where we kind of have to say no, or we have to pull back, and but then we're able to move on together in like a different creative way, which is nice. All right, let's see. This person writes, I saw the ad and debut on my feed. What the heck is this about V? This is not one of those idol culture channels, is it? I'd rather not deal with drama from that. Great question. I get what you're saying. This is not a this is not a drama channel. I am one of the talent managers for V4Mirai, and one of the little things that I do online is that the talents will make fun of me, and I'll make fun of the talents just a little bit. But because we are a school, we do have detention. So the question was, oh, who do you think will be in detention? And Mono's in the chat. She's gonna make a breakfast club. Exactly. So the if ever I'm full a little immersion breaking, but I told all the girls, I'm like, hey, if you don't want me messing with you online, let me know and I won't. And everyone seemed pretty chill with it, so they're like, oh no, I'll throw punches back. I'm like, cool, thank you. That'll be really fun. But yeah, I am a staff VTuber, and for the most part, our channel is going to focus on some behind the scenes stuff, some clips from the fans, some fan artwork. You guys make so much gorgeous artwork. And then it'll also be sharing new debuts and new events. So yeah, thank you all for being here. I'm very excited because this is my first stream, so thank you. All right, so let us choose another box question from your box. I'm gonna if there's a V4 breakfast club, do we get a cover of Don't You Forget About Me? Absolutely. And we'll do the thing where as the credits play, everyone's walking in slow motion until they like jump up in the air, and then it like fades to black. I think it'll be great. Don't you forget about me. Ooh, Sensei cover when? Maybe one day. I won't say never. When is Vee Sensei getting her own personal channel? I am never getting my personal channel because this is my channel. I am the manager for V4Mirai, and one of my main goals is to build up our YouTube platform for the company channel. And in order to do that, I will be having a couple streams every month while also having highlight videos that showcase our marvelous students. Oh, you would never forget about Sensei. Thank you. Oh, here. Funny you say, talk about never forget. How do you feel about horses? Nay! And Sensei, do you have a child from Bisco? Bisco was our horse VTuber, and while I do love horses, I don't love them in that way. But I will happily be a godparent to Mono's and Bisco's baby together. Yeah, I love talking about Bisco. Bisco is an absolute delight to be around, and I miss her dearly. but I also know she's off and doing real cool things. And every so often I'll look out to the forest and maybe I'll catch a glimpse of her, you know? Oh, you don't know about the baby. You don't know about the baby. Oh, y'all gotta get over to Mono's channel then. You'll learn all about the baby. They're an absolute delight, an absolute sunshine on this earth. So you gotta go check it out. Mono's in the chat, so you gotta go follow Mono. Oh, also, let us going back to branding, y'all. Mono's in the chat. Give her a follow. She's great. Yae has birthday merch, and it's her birthday. And if you love Yae, you should go and get her merch if you can afford it. If you have the ability and desire to. No pressure. No pressure. Don't let the anime girl on your computer tell you what to do. And then lastly, let me give you an actual command. I want you, yes you, to go on Twitter and fill out our bingo board. We have a Generation 3 bingo debut, and you can enter in to win the Gen 3 merchandise. It's absolutely delightful. Absolutely delightful. So you should give it a try. If you get bingo, you enter a raffle, and then you can have a chance to win merch. Pretty much a win-win all around. All right. Ooh, this is a good question next. With your debut after Petalight, is Sensei their kohai? Are you part of the new generation that's coming, or will you be the cool Sensei that posts things about your fellow talents? I am very curious because I know me and a lot of others wouldn't mind having you part of the newest generation. Thank you for the question. So, I have actually been here for a long time. I know as Sensei, I've only been here like a week now, but I, as staff, have been here since around June, July. So, in a sense, I am no one's kohai, but I'm also not a senpai because I am Sensei, and I'm here to promote V4Mirai, and I am here to uplift the students here at V4Mirai Magical Academy, and I'm here to remind you guys to play bingo on Twitter for our Gen 3 debut. Yeah, and then I assign homework for you guys, which I hope you don't mind. All right. We have a couple more left, which I think this timing is working out really well, because if we can stretch these next questions into the next like 15 minutes, then we can perfectly redirect into Petalight's VR collab, and you guys can just keep watching and hanging out with V4Mirai all afternoon. All right. Oh, I'm gonna get some water real quick. It is funny how her face freezes up like that. I'll need to see how the other girls drink water. All right. Vee Sensei, we are blessed by your gorgeous beauty with your angelic voice. Oh my goodness, I feel like at this point people are going to think that I'm just writing these questions myself with how many compliments there are. Now granted, I did read these ahead of time and still put them in the box, but I'm gonna accept all the compliments. Your natural charm is as bright as your radiant smile. We are glad you made an appearance here at V4Mirai. Thank you for being here. By the way, what is your favorite boba flavor? And that is a great question. So it varies. Generally, I like tiger milk tea, which is kind of like brown sugar boba, but it has tea in it as well. And then if it's like really hot outside, then mango green tea with lychee jelly in it sounds absolutely delicious. And then I'm also a big fan of just other types of tea, like Thai tea or chai. Absolutely delicious. One thing, oh my goodness, can I tell you guys about the time that I almost poisoned our tech sensei? It was, I went over so that I could help be a camera woman, right? And the ETA, I was early. I was so early. I'm just like, wow, traffic was magical today. Let's go. So I messaged Tech Sensei. I'm like, hey, if I were to show up with boba, what would you like? And she says, I want brown sugar milk boba. and she texted it to me. I have it in writing. What my brain corrected it as is brown sugar milk tea. And that is what I told the owner, the boba owner, the shopkeeper. And so she put black tea into the tea because I asked for tea, even though Tech Sensei only asked for milk and sugar. So I get over to the place and she's like halfway done with this drink and she's like, why is my heart racing? Why? What did you do to me? And I'm like, and here like we had to like get things ready to be camera people. But Tech Sensei is very sensitive to caffeine, so she forgave me. But I do think that in the future she'll probably say like, nah, I'm good. Or she'll double check me and be like, hey, brown sugar milk. And I'll be like, brown sugar milk. Yes. So luckily I didn't kill Tech Sensei because that would have been disastrous. But yeah, I almost did. Vee Sensei assassination attempt, yes. Let us grab another one. Let's grab another question. Oh, I already chatted about this one. It's what are some challenges you faced behind the scenes? And essentially it was the challenge with music and getting the proper licensing so that we could have karaoke in English without having to archive the streams. I can imagine Tech Sensei act like a Dracula, where she's afraid of the sun, but instead of the sun, it's caffeine. Kinda, yeah. Little bit. Oh, here is another one. I got the same question. What is your go-to bubble milk tea order? So I like tiger milk tea, but when I'm in the mood for it, I like mango green tea with lychee jelly. Tech Sensei debut? Probably not. She is too busy. She's too busy. Let's see. I'm gonna shake this a little more. All right. Let's see. Is your outfit a school staff uniform? I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I think the main requirement is that I have this little badge. Like look at my little badge. It dangles. Hold on. Let me wiggle around. My little dangly badge. This badge shows that I'm staff. This badge shows that I'm literally the coolest at the school. Just kidding. Everyone's really cool at the school. I actually think probably like Serena's like the coolest if we're talking about vibes. And then I'm also the coolest if we're talking about vibes. And then I think Yae is also the coolest. And then we also have Maria, who is also the coolest. Which, in addition to Maria being also the coolest, we also have Mono, who's like absolutely the coolest. And then we have Abby, who is also just super absolutely the coolest. And then Gen 3, they're scary. So they can stay in the shadows. But don't tell them I said that, because then they'll try to haunt my dreams and stuff. Oh my god, why are you here? The shadows, the ghost of Gen 3 has come out from the shadows. You, Alias, you are also the coolest. There we go. Please don't haunt me. I would appreciate that. Oh, but speaking of uniforms, this morning, I haven't shared it yet, but this morning someone made a male V4Mirai teacher design. And I thought it was very fun because they had like cool shorts, and then they also had the cool little side cutouts. This is the coolest part of my outfit, by the way. These little side cutouts. Oh my gosh, to die for. And then my cape is really cool too. Absolutely love it. Alias is like, you heard it here first, everyone. I'm the coolest in Lunalia. Lunalia. Dang it. I was just telling chat earlier how I'm 99% sure that it's Lunalia, because it's Luna. So Lunalia. But every so often, I'm just like, Lunalia. Mono, I'm gonna put an ice cube in the t-shirt cutouts. No, that is a surefire way to get detention, and you're still in trouble for putting a car on the roof, and it's still there, and I need you to remove it immediately. But I also understand that it's a little difficult because we're a magic school, and that there's no ramp. How did you even get it up there? No, actually, never mind. I don't want to know. It's not my business. And yeah, it's not my business. Ice bucket challenge with Sensei, yes. Wait, you don't use magic to teleport it down? I mean, like, I don't think Mono knows how to use magic. And like, if I have to, I don't use magic. I'm just a teacher. All right. Oh, here's a question. And I'm so happy that several of my students are in the chat for me to answer this. So, what student is the hardest to manage? And I'm just going to flat out say it. All of them. Just kidding. But also, do I have a favorite student? And the answer to that is, drumroll please, all of them. I very much enjoy the students at V4Mirai, and I really love all of their creativity. So I think you should support all of them, and I think you should hang out with all of them. And speaking of hangouts, the Petalight V4 collab. V4 VR collab is in about 15 minutes. So my goal is to raid into their stream, because why not? We're already hanging out. We can just keep the party going. You can keep the party going in VR. And then later on in the evening, Abby has a stream where she's gonna reveal some like cool announcements. So you gotta go check that out too. And then you gotta go on the website and check out Yai's birthday merch, because it's her birthday month and she deserves the world. So please go get a matching desk mat with her. But no pressure, but like all the pressure. I'm just kidding. But then also, even more pressure, you should definitely do the bingo game for Gen 3. I haven't filled out my bingo card yet, but it's coming. It'll happen. I know it will. The party never ends, exactly. Oh, were you the one that could be heard laughing in the background of Bisco's 3D? Yes. I was trying real hard to stifle it. I was also, I have, I was a little sad because with Bisco's showcase, we muffled out my voice, so I was more like wah 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 wah. But I really enjoyed explaining all the ways of charades. And there was one charade that she did for her 3D showcase. She did charades, and it was very, very hilarious. And for one of them, I was just telling her, and I'm like, I was pretending not to know it because it was absolutely hilarious just to keep seeing her do the thing. But then eventually I was like, is it this? And she's like, yes! What is my birthday? My birthday is October 5th. Also, my height in heels is 173 centimeters. So I am pretty tall. Not the tallest. No, I guess I'm one of the tallest for V4Mirai. But yeah, I think I'm in a good height. And then, oh yeah, the Animal Crossing voice, the all right, let's see. we have a few more questions, and hopefully, yeah, I think I can finish them in time, while also giving us time to go check out the VR chat. And let's see. Sensei, where did you get your VTuber model? My model was provided by the company. And if you go onto my description, you can see who my mama is, and you can go give her a follow on Twitter because she is absolutely delightful. Let's see. Ooh, speaking of outfits. Am I a gacha outfit addict? That is a great question. The answer is no, unfortunately. But I do have a habit of what is my habit? I don't think I have gaming habits, to be honest. I'm trying to think if I collect anything. Like what's an equivalent of gacha games type thing? I would say that I'm more of an Animal Crossing person and a rhythm game person. That's about all I can say. What do I mean? Unfortunately, it's good not to be one. Oh wait, no, I figured out. And this is just a real life thing. I collect a lot of pen lights, so like the light sticks that people take to concerts. Currently, my collection is about 10, which doesn't really sound like a lot, but you know, you only have 2 hands, and if I like stretch my fingers enough, I can kind of hold 2 at a time. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting off topic. You guys are making me ramble. I got 3 more questions to go, and another pen lights, guys, go to our website. We have pen lights. You can buy V4Mirai pen lights. I'm just pushing all the merch today. Just go to the website, and then in the description just put "Sensei made me buy it." Alright, what is the protocol for getting new outfits? That's a really good question. Is it time locked, or do the talents need to hit a certain number of subscribers, followers before they can get a new outfit? Currently, it is goal based, and for Gen 1 and Gen 2, it is 25k subscribers on YouTube. When it comes to the future gens, the requirement will be slightly different, as it's kind of... Subscribers is a goal that's easier to hit once you are in a more established company. You kind of get a rush of the base fans already going to subscribe to your channel. So when it comes to like Gen 3 or Gen 4 getting new outfits, we'll have a different goal for them that we'll discuss with them. I absolutely love... Shout out to my moderators who have been posting the proper links to all the stuff I've been selling. I appreciate you guys. All right, I have two more questions from my box. So I'm gonna save the cutest one for the last one. And okay. Let's see. Do you guys give them the freedom of what kind of outfit they want? Short answer, yes. Long answer, with conditions. And essentially, when it comes to like a new outfit, we'll ask questions of how do you think this outfit will help like with your branding, will help with your possible projects that you want to do. How because it's a lot of effort and time that goes into making new outfits and getting them rigged and getting them set up. So we want to make sure that we're using that time and resource to like the best of their abilities. So while we do ask for like mood boards and ask for the things that they like, we do also have a bit of a hand in sort of narrowing, like getting specific, like taking like all like 20 different ideas and then turning them into something like cute and cohesive. All right. Do I have any art tags, and how many of them? Currently, my art tag is Vee Sensei, VeeSensei. If you do anything like super 18 plus, you can just do Vee Sensei 18. but I figure most of the artwork is just going to be normal art. So Vee Sensei is totally fine. That's also just like, if you want to tag me and stuff, that like is cute. So Vee Sensei. Yeah. All right. And then, oh, we got, someone asked in the chat if I watch anime, and I already talked about it, but I'll happily talk about it again. I'm a big isekai fan. And whether it's the wholesome isekai, the trash isekai, this isekai revolutionized the world and world building of isekai, 10 out of 10. I love it. Sitting on the couch with some pasta and some isekai, amazing. Absolutely love it. All right. Other question. Of all the talents, which one is the most drippiest outfit ever? I would say all of them. All of them. I love all of their outfits. So cute. All right. What about One Piece? Actually, to be honest, One Piece was one of the first series that I picked up when I was younger. I enjoy the storytelling, but it is a bit long, so I haven't dedicated my life to finding the grand line, but I do enjoy it a lot. And I know enough about it to understand the references and the memes and whatnot. Wonder if it was the 4Kids version. Yes. Yeah. All right. I have one last paper, and I'm gonna shake it in the now empty jar. Are you even able to hear that? All right. So our last question is another little like personal one, just a little silly one. But what kind of coffee do you drink, and how do you prepare it? And the answer is I really like iced coffee, and particularly lattes. And I'm also really a fan of café de olla, which is like a Mexican style of coffee with cinnamon mixed in. It's very tasty. Oh, but I don't want to end the conversation on that question, actually. There is a really cute question up here. What is one thing you like about each talent? And I'm gonna go through the list. I think that's such a fun way to end the thing. So we'll start from Chrysalis, and then we'll go all the way to Gen 3. So Abby is always pushing the boundaries of what VTubing is, and I think her 2.5 content is incredibly creative, and I'm excited to see where that goes, and I'm very excited of how well it's been taken so far. Serena is an absolute amazing vocalist and an equally amazing dancer, and it was very exciting during Anime Los Angeles to see her choreograph some of the performances for us. And then I also really love her original song Honey. It's absolutely delightful, and you can find that on Spotify as well. Abby also has an original song called Chibi King, and that's a delight. I really enjoyed helping her out with getting the artwork for that one. When it comes to Petalight, our Petalight is 4. So I'll start off with Bisco first. I think Bisco is always Bisco's kind of like a very shiny lantern. That's not a good way of saying it, but like she's a delight to be around, and she always like brings a smile to your face. And I think that's a wonderful quality to have in like any type of person. When it comes to Yae, oh my goodness, she is one of like the coolest Nikoi players I've ever seen, and it's so fun watching her dive into the game. And then I also absolutely adore how skilled she is as a voice actress, and she always comes up with these like super in-depth ideas of how to interact with chat, and just 10 out of 10. Love it. Maria is an incredibly skilled musician, and I think it's amazing how she's able to come up with so many covers and so many songs in such a short period of time. She's an incredibly organized and detailed person. So once she has her mind set on a project, she's able to accomplish it just like like lickety split, just so fast. And also she has lovely vocals too. Mono has such a unique artistic perspective, and I really enjoy all the music suggestions that she shares in the staff server. And I really like how she'll take something that's already unique, like Eurobeat. I keep going back to the Eurobeat example, but I just love it so much. I love it so much. Oh, actually, I have a different example. Mono draws all of her thumbnails. Like, I want some of your homework for today is to go onto Mono's channel and just absorb the artwork that she has made for her thumbnails and for her channels. And I also just want you to go on to Mono's Twitter and go through her media tab and experience all the artwork she has created as well. Now, when it comes to Lunalia, I don't want to share too much. I can't share too much. It makes me so sad because I want to share so much. But what I will share is that all 4 of those talents are incredibly creative, and you're definitely in for a treat when it comes to their debut in a few weeks. And speaking of debut, please go on Twitter, please go into the link in our description and fill out a bingo card for Gen 3 debut. Essentially, you put down your ideas of what might happen in the debut, and then you share it to Twitter and you tag V4Bingo, and then you watch the debuts. And if you get bingo, you share your bingo card on Twitter, and then we'll put you into a raffle. And if you win the raffle, you get the Gen 3 debut merch. It's pretty much super exciting, and I hope that you all participate if you can. And I am just so happy that you guys are here today and that you have so much. It's very clear as staff how much you all care for the talents, and we feel the V4Mirai love. So we appreciate all the hard work and time and artwork and clips and just online interactions that you share with us on the daily. So thank you so much. I think that just about does it for our stream today. I answered the majority of the questions. Thank you to my lovely mods for sharing links. And thank you to everyone who shared questions, both on the Marshmallow and on the chat. So with that, I will catch you guys later. This video is going to redirect into the Petalight VR collab, so make sure to stick around for that for more V4Mirai shenanigans. All right, talk to y'all later.